Hi everybody, so I've been trying to do this video now for probably close on 7 days, just about shy of a week if not. And really what I'm trying to do is kind of help people who are trying to pick a college course and just give them some advice and guidance and just trying to dispel some of the myths that are out there and kind of show you that no matter what you do, no matter what you pick, no matter what pursuit you find, there's always something out there for you, and there's always a way around, finding your dream job. So about a week ago, me and a few friends in work were discussing, chatting, about kind of all the different career paths we've taken and how we've gotten to where we are. So for myself, I've done design and, went on to a graduate program, left that graduate program, went consulting on my own as a contractor, and then I joined a startup company. Then I left that startup company and now I work for EY as a consultant again. And then some of the other guys, have come in on the EY graduate program. Some people have just been able to get on the career ladder, build their own knowledge, make their way up. And now, we're all working alongside each other, different competencies, slightly different skills, but ultimately we're all doing roughly the same job, just in different areas. So if I give you a bit of background to it all, I just put out a post on Instagram, just a short little video, kind of talking about this idea really, and would people see a benefit for, maybe people who are coming up trying to choose a college course out of secondary school. And then also, what would people, like to hear or think that, think that people need to know before they make a choice, or just to kind of help them, not feel so aggrieved with the choices that they have made. So I've taken that feedback, and thanks to everyone who did get back to me. But I'm going to give you a little introduction just to myself. So I'm Shane, I'm 25, I studied product design innovation in Carlow IT. I went to St. Declan's in Cabra. I got 315 points on my Leaving Cert. I got my 10th choice on my CAO, which was a level 8, and that was the best thing that has happened to me, without a shadow of a doubt. Best course I've ever that I could have thought of doing, and suited me perfectly. But yet, it was the 10th choice on my CAO. My CAO was a mismatch of biomedical science, architecture, and it was horrific. It just didn't make sense. And that's kind of why I wanted to make this, because I feel that sometimes the mechanisms that are there to help students make their decisions for what they want to do, kind of leading on from school, like, career counsellors and guidance counsellors, and, sometimes your parents' perceptions, and just maybe, just kind of picking up things from your own friends. Just sometimes they just aren't right. Now, I'm not kind of giving out or pointing the finger, but what I'm trying to say is not everyone can know everything, but sometimes hearing the view specifically from somebody who's been through it and has got somewhere and is actually happy with what they're doing can just instill a little bit of faith maybe in you to actually make that the right decision. Excuse me. So the first thing I'd say is, choose the college course if you're going to go to college, right? So this is if you're going to go to college. And we'll talk about if you don't want to go to college. Now, for the 99% of you who know what you want to do, perhaps, that, know what subject you're studying, know what college course you want to go on to, I'd just say hang on, you might get some little nugget of information out of this. For the rest of the guys who are still trying to make up the decision and you have until July, just listen and just think in your own head, are you doing the right thing? Are you picking the right course for you? Okay? And I'll break it down kind of in my own words, and I hope it does help. So when I was actually trying to pick my college course, I didn't know what to do. My career counsellor said I should do architecture, but I wasn't going to get the points for architecture because I just got like 300 points in my mocks. Architecture was like 500 and something, so for me that wasn't achievable. I knew well I was not going to get there. So I set about sitting down with my mum and dad and chatting to them about what I wanted to do. The first words my dad said to me, and they've stuck to me today, and it's the same thing I would say to anything he said: pick the course that you want to do. choose the course that you want to do for the next 4 years, perhaps. It wasn't, think of the end goal, think of, I want a job, that has loads of money. It was choose something that's gonna make you happy, something you're going to enjoy doing for the next 4 years. If you find something that you enjoy, and I'm sure everyone has heard this, the rest is history. Time will fly by. It's not college, it's not a course, it's not a chore, it's not a job. You get in, you do work, and the day just kind of, I don't know, just fades by in a way. But it's been nice, it's been good. So I knew I wanted to do art, or I wanted to do something in the art realm, and that was just something I enjoyed. So, if I continue doing that, I would have some level of happiness. I enjoyed technical kind of understandings of stuff, so I enjoyed kind of IT kind of stuff. And then I enjoyed kind of taking things apart, but I never knew how to put them back together. So I went through every college course. I went through different kind of websites. I know there's one or two. I can't think of them off the top of my head. Apologies. But my dad stumbled across, or it could be my mom. The two of them were looking together. So they stumbled across product design innovation. They literally said nothing to me. Just, there's a printout. Read that and see do you like the sound of it. Read it straight away. That's for me. That's what I want to do. My dad said, cool. So now he said, go in and have a look at what colleges do them and put them on your CAO. I put two of them on my CAO. One was Maynooth, 340 points if I remember correctly. And the other one was Carlow IT. Maynooth number 1, Carlow IT number 10. But that's irrelevant. And as I said, the middle was like everyone else was telling me about biomedical science is going to be the next big thing. Biomedical science, I'm still hearing about it today. And it's actually something different now. Completely changed. Biomedical science, technology, computer science, all these things were the buzzwords, and they literally filled the 8 spaces between and range from points from 400 right up, even though in my mocks I had scored 300. Now I'm not saying go definitely off your mocks. Some people literally go off the charts, literally getting great points after doing kind of not mediocre, but doing well in their mocks. So I pursued a career down the path of design, and in my last year, probably the last week of college, I enjoyed doing the breakdowns and the sums and the business side and sales side of my final year project for my final year design. Then I did probably the whole year of college, which for me was a major breakthrough in my own head. It was like, I want to go into business. I want to actually work with businesses. I want to work with people, but I don't want to do designs. I want to actually kind of, get down to the nitty gritty. Kind of just that real life feeling of, I suppose, of being on the grind and kind of being up against it. So I actually applied for a graduate program. I applied for Vodafone's graduate program, and I successfully got through it after 7 stages. And by far, from a careers perspective, has been the best thing that I have done. But what I'm trying to advocate, and what I know from speaking to friends out there, is no matter what college course you pick, no matter how the 4 years you choose to go through, whether it's BES, whether it's IT science, engineering, really your degree is a key. Okay, it is a key. It is an opportunity. It is, something that will get you an interview, hopefully at least. Everything else after that is up to you as a person. Up to your skills, your professionalism, how you come across, just some of the basics. And I wouldn't be worrying. And I hate the stereotypes of people saying, pick something that you want to do for the rest of your life. I didn't know what I wanted to do for the rest of my life when I was 17. Heck, I didn't even know what I wanted to do for the next 4 years. But the big thing, as I said, what my dad said to me is choose something you enjoy. And I have. And then I've gone full circle. I'm now working in business. So the fact that I spent 4 years, and as my brothers would say, colouring inside the lines, has made absolutely no difference, has made no relevance to the fact that I've now gone into business. Now, granted, probably a certain level of it is up to me, and it will be up to you to drive it yourself, to drive what you want to do. But the pressure that people feel, the pressure that you may feel to, pick a course and fit into a certain norm or do arts, no matter what it is, but no matter what pursuit it is you want to follow, just pick something you want to do, okay? Especially with college. College is an extremely fun time, but it can be an extremely hard time as well on some people. It's a awful lot of pressure. The stabilizers come off, you're thrown into like self-learning, self-taught. So I would just say, if you're going to do yourself a favour and look after yourself, pick a course that you think you will like, and know certain parts of it you will definitely enjoy. If you can do that, your 4 years in college will go by like that, and you'll have a great time. And it'll be easier than seeing people struggle because they picked a course that, somebody told them over there it's going to be big in the next 4 years. It might work out for them, but they're going to have a hard 4 years. And I think, ultimately at the end of it, depending on what you've done, you can get there yourself. You can find a route yourself that may not be the conventional. So don't kind of hang yourself on it. Equally, this goes full circle now for the people who don't want to go to college. There are plenty of opportunities out there. There are plenty of things you can do. Now, I don't advocate not going to college. It was something I done, but it's not for everybody, and I understand that. And there's people I've seen that have gone back to educate themselves, put themselves through school, put themselves through college, and have gone on to have flourishing careers. And I'm like, literally, if I could clap my hands right now, I would. It's been it's been amazing to witness some people do that. But pursue something that makes you happy. If that's opening a corner shop, if it's opening a coffee shop, if it's pursuing the next application, you don't have to be the next Zuckerberg to be happy. You can equally make good money. Pursuing, I don't know. There's people on Instagram, for instance, going around taking pictures, like I do in my spare time, that are making £1,000 a month, 2, 3, 4,000 quid a month. There's people making €6,500 a picture on Instagram. The world we're living in and the mediums that we talk through have completely changed. There's an influential speaker called Gary Vaynerchuk, and what he explains is the medium I'm talking through to you now, which I'm recording on my phone, is the new TV. Your TV is a television. If you explain that to your mum and dad, I think they'll understand. Television overtook the radio like that, and people were left behind. And the people who adapted to the new technology flourished. But what I'm trying to say is there's umpteen opportunities out there. You could literally go into sales. You could be looking at, wheeling and dealing. Anything. If it's what makes you happy, if it's an apprenticeship that makes you happy, pursue it. Life is too short to spend 8 hours a day doing something you hate or something you don't enjoy. And if you find yourself doing that, change it. Now, I'm not sure whether everything I've said, makes sense or you've gotten anything out of it. But what I'm trying to say is, picking a college course, yes, it's tough, but pick one that you like. You can go on to do anything you want. You can go back to college if you want to be a doctor. If that's what your calling is, you can go back and do it. A degree is a stepping stone. It does not define you. It is a piece of paper. That is it. It's a piece of paper that says you completed something, you dedicated your time for 4 years. And as I said, you can do anything. Any person can achieve whatever they want. And ultimately your career will inevitably change if you go into industry. The way things are changing nowadays with technology, you can change companies, you can change fields, you can go full circle. So my kind of pearl of wisdom to you was, as I said at the very start, do something you want to do. Now, if you have any questions, if you want to ask me any questions, I am contactable on Instagram under Dublin underscore Dublin, Dubhlinn, and you can direct message me straight onto that. And then I'm also available on, sorry, really dry throat, slightly nervous doing this. I'm also available on Twitter, and I'm pretty sure my Twitter handle is at Shane Rooney, and if it's not at Shane Rooney, it's at Rain, Rhane Sooney, Sooney. So if you've got any questions you want to just throw at me, how you're feeling, how do you deal with your parents, whatever it happens to be, feel free to pop them my way, and I will endeavour to answer them as I can. So good luck with everything, good luck with picking your college courses, good luck with everything over the next few years. And as I said, if you have any questions, anything you want to go through, just let me know. Okay? Good luck.